but there's no way I could mistake her for someone else. I run from the girl in white.
Oh. Is the chase over already? Hello. You really gave me some trouble yesterday. Hi, I'm Avaris Arcueid, and back with Tsukihime. Last time, I tragically missed my opportunity to make Arcueid Vampire Princess my waifu. Very tragic. Pretty sure I know exactly where I went wrong, because clearly if you want a world full of vampires as opposed to a nice world of realism, you need to deny the fact, you need to deny reality, essentially, I guess. Like, that's the main thing that I can think of as far as what diverged there. Steel Senpai seems like she is definitely waifu material. I would probably really like her route. But I think I'm gonna have to go back and redo my choice, because this entire thing was started so that I could get my vampire princess. So, similarly, if we reach like a dead end as opposed to her, you know, a ending that I am happy with, I'll probably just continue to go back and time travel to make it, you know, what I want it to be. So, just bear with me, and let's go back and see if we can snag Arcueid. And let's fix my mistake. Alright. So after we committed our horrible, terrible murder, we decide to say...
This is just a bad dream. This is just a bad dream. But somehow, the stench of blood smells so horribly real. Wrong. Yes. Wrong, 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 wrong. Wrong, 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 wrong. But I killed her. Is that fact wrong? I didn't kill her. Is that fact wrong? Yes, Tono Shiki wanted to kill that girl. That's what I wanted to do back then. Just that it was all so muddy inside my head, I didn't put it into words. Wrong. I feel like throwing up from the smell of blood. Ah, gah. The contents of my stomach rise in my throat. Ah. The crimson is soaking into my eyeballs. I feel dizzy. I fall down on my knees into the sea of red blood. Ah, gah. My gastric juices come up. I throw everything back up. My food, my gastric juices, everything while I cry. Too many gastric juices close together. There is nothing left in my stomach, but my body continues to force me to throw up as if trying to undo what had occurred and return me to a normal life. Gah. Brr. Pain. It hurts, like my insides are burning. The tears won't stop and my body collapses to the floor like a pile of garbage. My knees sink into the red puddle spread all over the floor. Red starts to stain my body. It's so painful and red, it's like I'm dreaming. I keep crying. The fact that I killed someone is making me sad. No, that's not right. I'm sad because I killed her without reason, like breaking apart a doll. I don't understand why I feel like this, why I killed her without reason. I can't find the reason. It's a lie. It doesn't feel real. So this is just one of those dreams I have when I faint. It's a lie. Besides, how can someone cut apart someone like that with just a knife? I read it in a book once. It takes a whole day of strenuous labor to cut someone up even when using a saw. Okay, I think we're repeating some text here. That's why there's no way I could have possibly done such a thing with just a knife. These lines never existed in the first place. Everything was just a delusion I had fallen for. It's a lie. Gastric juice drips over my lips, passing out of my mouth, dripping down my jaw. Mixed with the juices is something red. My throat is probably bleeding because my stomach keeps trying to throw up even when there's nothing left in there. Or you drank her blood. Buddy, you half vampire or something? Oh, it hurts. That's why this isn't a dream, and I'm just lying to myself. It's all lies. Yes, actually, I understand everything. I lusted after her. Just looking at her aroused me. When I cut her apart, it was so thrilling I almost... These eyes, too. If I knew these lines could cut things apart like paper being shredded, I should have understood that even a person could easily be cut apart just like I did to her. I had lived a normal life without even thinking about something like that. If I really am the sort of dangerous person who could easily kill just about anything, then I should have put out these eyes or lived a life without seeing anyone. I'm sorry, Sensei. I'm so sorry. Not even such a simple promise was I able to keep. Have I gone insane? I don't know. There isn't even a trace of that impulse left. The thought of holding back never crossed my mind. I didn't even consider trying to stop myself. Kill this girl. It had seemed like the obvious thing to do, and I went through with it. Then the answer is simple. I must be insane. I've probably been mad since 8 years ago, in the accident. So he's just trudging home. All the way to his room. I've probably been mad since 8 years ago when I miraculously came back to life from a fatal accident. I can hear the sound of rain coming from somewhere. It's raining. I'm in a daze. My throat hurts when I try to breathe. Ouch. I can speak.
Shiki-sama.
Then I become aware of someone's presence near me. My room. Somehow I'm in my own room.
Good morning, Shiki-sama.
Hisui.
Yes. How are you feeling?
Huh? Hisui asks me an odd question. There's not a single thing wrong with my body, but... Why? Yes, why? Why am I asleep in a place like this, even though I was about to say killed someone, but I stopped myself. My brain tells me I shouldn't say those words. What am I doing here, Hisui?
Do you not remember? Your school called to say you left early. However, you did not come back even after dusk. So when my sister went to look for you, she found you resting in the park.
Park? You mean the park near here?
Yes, when she found you, you were resting on the park bench. Then you returned to the mansion on your own feet.
You've got to be kidding. I don't remember any of that.
I do not believe it is such an odd thing that your memory is unstable, Shiki-sama. It is difficult for me to say this, but when my sister brought you back, you were in a daze.
I don't remember any of this, but I have no reason to doubt what Hisui says. Yeah, it's already 9 o'clock. I don't remember anything.
Yes. When you returned to the mansion, you said you wanted to sleep. My sister suggested we call a doctor, but you said it happens all the time.
I see. I guess I do collapse from anemia all the time, but this time it's different. Because I had killed someone. Huh. What did I look like, Hisui?
Huh?
My clothing, I mean. Was my uniform, with the blood. It was stained with blood.
Your uniform was dirty, so I am washing it.
Washing? You mean those blood-stained clothes?
There was certainly mud on it, but nothing like blood.
Eh? But it was so... Even though I was on my knees in a sea of blood, and both my arms and legs had been completely soaked red.
Have you had a nightmare of some sort, Shiki-sama? You looked like you were having a bad dream until now, and you do not look fine.
Hisui stares at my face.
Okay, quick theory aside. Pretty sure Akiha and probably Kohaku's the one who gave us the knife and was acting super suspicious before and even contradicted herself in the same explanation. And I'm guessing Shiki was just like in a super hurry to get to school because it was like short on time, so he wasn't thinking about it, but she was being super suspicious, so Kohaku and Akiha definitely know something more about what happened that weird night, and then probably also about the bloodstains. Like, if Kohaku was the one who went and found us, then she could have totally, like, just smeared mud on us while we were still in a daze or whatever, and then just brought him back and been like, yeah, he just got super dirty, and then her sister Hisui here just, starts gaslighting us because she doesn't know any better. Like, that's the working theory I have right now. Akiha and Kohaku definitely have something going on. They know more than they're letting on. Hisui may or may not. She might be partially aware of some things, but for whatever reason, she's definitely just going along with it. She's supporting her sister and Akiha more than anything else here. And for all we know, she really did, not see the blood. She just saw all the mud that Kahaku could have potentially stuck on there. I don't know. We'll find out.
A dream? A dream. Was it a dream? That feeling, that smell of blood, that hideously beautiful white girl. No, maybe you're right. That's just a bad dream. Phew. I breathe out slowly. That's right. As long as I deny reality, I can still date the vampire princess! That's gotta be a bad dream. There's no way I would break my childhood promise to Sensei needlessly and for no reason. I'm finally awake.
Yes, you have awakened, Shiki-sama. I have no clue. If you are feeling better, I will go prepare dinner now.
Dinner, huh? I know it's just a dream, but the color and smell of blood still lingers in my mind. No, it's fine. I'm just gonna sleep like this tonight. More importantly, Hisui...
Yes? What is it, Shiki-sama?
Well... It seems like I came back after dusk. Did Akiha say anything?
Akiha-sama was not home yet at the time. She came back about 2 hours ago, and was informed of your condition through my sister.
Hisui seems to silently ask, what about it? Oh, it's nothing. I was just wondering if she was disgusted with me for causing her trouble on just the second day after I've come back.
It did seem like Akiha-sama was distressed, but I would not say she was disgusted.
Saying that, Hisui takes a step away from me.
Well, I will be leaving now. Please call for me if you need anything.
Yeah, thanks. Oh, one more thing I forgot to ask.
Yes, what is it, Shiki-sama?
It's raining outside. When did it start?
Before you came back, Shiki-sama. When my sister found you, you were drenched.
Huh. I see. I can't even remember that. It seems like it was a pretty serious case of anemia. If that's the case, I shouldn't have pushed myself and should have just rested at school. Good night. I'm really sorry about today. Please express my gratitude to Kahaku-san, too.
I understand. Good night.
A dream, huh? It's like I don't even know what I felt. But if I can't understand what happened or how I feel about it, how do I know it was a dream? I can hear the sound of the rain outside. My mind still feels a little heavy. I glance down at my chest. The old wound from 8 years ago is still distinctly there like a burn scar. Ah. On top of my desk lies the knife my father left me. That old blade which had cut that white girl into 17 pieces. That was a dream. Nothing more. I repeat this over and over again, trying to placate myself until I sleep. But when I was a child, I think someone once told me, don't tell lies that can't even fool yourself. That's ominous. The Black Beast 1. 3rd day, October 23rd. Saturday. Oh hey, I'm playing this in October. How topical. When I come to, it's morning. Maybe the rain stopped. I can't hear it anymore. It seems clouded outside, and the sunlight through the window is dim. Taking a deep breath, I get out of bed. I didn't sleep well last night. Over and over, as I was about to fall asleep, that scene would replay in my mind to keep me awake. A crimson floor and limbs everywhere. Reason and memory are liabilities at times like these. They force me to remember things I only want to forget. It's just a dream. Why am I so bothered by it? Yes, just a dream. I should forget it quickly without a moment's delay. Someone knocks on the door. It's past 6 o'clock in the morning. Who could it be this early? Who else?
Excuse me. Shiki-sama, are you awake?
Yeah, I've been sleeping since yesterday afternoon, so I'm awake early. So what about you, Hisui? What's happening at this time of the morning? Hisui falls silent. Actually, now that I look carefully, I notice she has my school uniform in her hands. I see. You brought me a change of clothes.
Yes. And maybe she noticed there was blood on it after all. I am sorry. I have shown you something you do not wish to see.
Huh? Hisui keeps silent. What is it I didn't want to see? I don't get it at all. I don't understand, but thanks anyway. Just leave the clothes there. I'll get changed soon and go to the sitting room. Hisui nods in assent.
Very well, then. Please excuse me.
Hisui begins walking silently, only to suddenly turn around.
Shiki-sama, if you have the time, I will also prepare a bath for you.
A bath? In the morning?
Yes. You are terribly dirty, Shiki-sama. Would it not be best for you to wash before you go to school?
Hisui asks me with her usual lack of expression in a disinterested voice. Now that she mentions it, I am dirty. I did collapse from anemia in the park yesterday after all. So it's not unnatural. Yeah, would you mind doing that for me? I'll have time for that before I go to school if it's this early.
I understand. Please come to the bathroom in about 20 minutes.
Hisui sets my uniform down and leaves the room. It's still 6 o'clock in the morning. With nothing to do, I spend 20 minutes in my room staring at the ceiling. I enter the bath and pour water over my head, which makes me feel a little refreshed. I take a deep breath as the cold water soaks my hair. What a terrible dream. There's gotta be something wrong with me having a dream where I kill a beautiful woman like that. If just one day of living in an unfamiliar mansion is enough to give me dreams like that, I hate to think what the days ahead are gonna be like. I've really gotta get it together. I clear my head with another splash of cold water and wash myself. Ow. I feel a sting as the towel touches my throat. What's this? I look at my neck in the mirror. How did this happen? My throat is red and swollen. It's almost as if I injured it by repeatedly throwing up. That would not be visible, but okay. I return to my room and change into my uniform. It's barely 7 o'clock. Astounded at how much clearer my head feels after the bath, I pick up my bag and leave the room.
Yeah, if they wanted a wound that would, like, sort of prove that something had happened, they could have just talked about how raw his throat felt or whatever when he woke up before, but also, like, if Arcueid had fought back at any point, or just, like, you know, scraped his cheek, literally anything where it's like, oh, that could be as innocuous as I must have bumped myself, or it could be, oh, it's the mark from the girl because you did kill her, oh no, you know, that sort of thing. You could do it a number of different ways, probably, but that was a little awkward, just because you'll only be able to feel it when you throw up a bunch. It's like being horribly sick, you know? It's not gonna be, oh, there's visible wounds in the mirror. Whatever, it's fine.
Kohaku-san has just come out of the sitting room when I go down the stairs.
Good morning, Shiki-san.
Good morning, trickster.
You sure are early today.
Kohaku-san makes a bow while smiling.
And you look refreshed, too. Have you just had a bath?
Yeah, I just took one. That's amazing, Kohaku-san. Can you tell?
I can tell just by looking at you because your hair isn't dry, Shiki-san. You certainly look cuter after you've had a bath.
I avert my gaze just a little as I'm faced with that warm, carefree smile. It's kind of embarrassing.
Please hold on for just a minute. I'm gonna prepare some breakfast now.
Eh? Breakfast? I guess she means something to eat. Such a trivial thing causes me to remember the color of blood. I don't have much of an appetite at the moment.
Is a Western-style breakfast like yesterday fine with you, Shiki-san?
Yeah. I really don't mind, so breakfast, huh? That bath felt so good that I almost forgot about it.
Really? You didn't eat last night either, so I was talking to Hisui-chan about how maybe the sound of your stomach might have woken you up.
No. Sadly, that's not the case. I've been a light eater since I was little, so I often skip 1 or 2 meals at a time.
I see. Now that you mention it, you've got a nice body without any excess meat on you. Could it be that you're a vegetarian?
Perhaps. Come to think of it, I get the feeling that all I ate at the Arima house were vegetables. Kohaku-san busily heads back to the sitting room. But I don't feel like eating right now. It's alright, Kohaku-san. I'll go to school without eating today. Tell Akiha for me. Bye. I head towards the doorway. Suddenly my arm is tightly grabbed.
Shiki-san! As a newly made vampire, you absolutely need to actually eat something, which is why I've prepared you something that's highly dubious. To you. But to the rest of us, we all are kind of in the know. and we're doing our best to take care of you. Without telling you a single thing, because obviously that's the best way to do it.
Eh? I can't believe it. Kohaku-san is angry.
What are you saying, Shiki-san? Haven't you looked into the mirror this morning?
Well, I took a look in the bathroom mirror.
You're lying. You wouldn't say something like that if you looked even once.
Kohaku-san is seriously angry. Come to think of it, when I saw my face in the mirror, I think I saw death warmed over. I'll be fine. It's just that I don't have a lot of blood in me, so I look worse than normal people.
This won't do. You won't grow without eating breakfast. If you don't have an appetite, I'll prepare you something easy to eat. So please go to the dining room.
Holding onto my arm, she drags me towards the sitting room. I've got no choice. I really don't feel like going along with this, but I'll have to accept Kohaku-san's good intentions.
Good morning, Misan. How do you feel?
Akiha greets me reservedly. That firmness about her yesterday is gone. I guess it's because she's worried about me. Good morning. I'm feeling, well, good in a certain way. Returning her greeting, I head towards the dining room.
Ah, please wait here, Shiki-san. I'll call you when it's ready.
Kohaku-san disappears into the dining room by herself, leaving me, the downcast-looking Akiha, and Hisui, who stands emotionlessly by the wall. Huh. This is kind of awkward.
Nisan, about last night. Is it true that you collapsed in the park?
Seems so. I don't really remember it myself, but if that's what Kohaku-san and Hisui say, then it must be what happened.
Oh, stop talking like it's someone else's problem, Nisan. You have a weak body, so if you ever feel bad, please contact the mansion. I will send someone to pick you up right away.
Hey, listen, there's no need for that. I'm not like a primary school kid. I can make it home by myself no matter how bad I feel.
Then I guess the fact you could not make it home last night would mean you are a child.
I walked right into that one. It sucks to admit it, but Akiha's right. Yesterday was different. That kind of thing is really rare. Look, just because I have chronic anemia doesn't make my body weak. There's no reason for you to worry about every little thing, Akiha. Yesterday was, you know, just a terminal case of bad timing. That's all.
A terminal case. Please do not use such inauspicious words, Nisan. You have only just come back to the mansion. What would I do if you died?
Akiha is seriously angry.
Jeez. You take things too easily, Nisan. Please take better care of yourself.
Even if you tell me that, I don't push myself as it is. I'm not in any clubs, and I do everything the doctor says. You'd have to put me in a sanitarium for me to get me better care.
Yes, I would love to do that if I could.
Avoiding my gaze, Akiha says something very frightening. As for Hisui, she's standing by the wall like a statue. I'm at a loss for conversation. There's still some time left. What should I talk about? Akiha, Kohaku-san, about the mansion. I want to talk about Kohaku-san because she is super suspicious. Although I do get the feeling that there's not much that I'm going to be able to glean from here because our main character has not caught on that Kohaku has something up with her. Akiha, about Kohaku-san.
Yes? What about Kohaku?
She's a really nice person, isn't she? I was just scolded by her in the hallway. You won't grow without eating breakfast, she said.
That sounds like something she would say. Do you like Kohaku, Nisan?
No, that's not what I mean. I was just surprised because I was never scolded like that when I was at the Arima household. Thanks to her, it doesn't seem like I'll be able to skip breakfast from now on.
That's right. You are anemic after all, so it would not do you good to skip breakfast.
The dizziness isn't really linked to my diet, but I just nod obediently.
Shiki-san, it's ready!
I can hear Kohaku-san's voice from the dining room. Right, so I'm gonna get some grub.
Oh, Nisan. Please refrain from talking in such an unrefined manner.
Akiha shoots me a sharp glare. Ah, you've finally gotten back to normal. I liked you more when you were calm because you were worried about me.
I was not worrying about you, Nisan.
Akiha quickly looks away. Looking at her with a faint smile, I go to the dining room. I'm escorted outside by Hisui.
Please take care.
Saying the same thing she always does, she continues to stare at me.
Shiki-sama, what happened to you last night?
Last night? Nothing in particular. I was just feeling sick at school, so I left early. I was on my way back when... On my way back... I just collapsed in the park. Well, I guess I was just being careless, like Akiha said. Yeah, I'll be careful from now on.
I am not placing any blame on you, Shiki-sama. But you look like you were pushing yourself this morning. Please take care along the way.
Hisui makes a deep bow and sees me out. As I approach the school, I begin to catch sight of more and more students in uniforms. It's Saturday, so most of them are smiling while they walk. It's only a little way to the main gate once I pass this intersection. It's still only 7:30. Looks like I'll be able to get to school with time to spare today. The light turns red, and I stop in front of the crosswalk. The school fence is just on the other side. Since it's a school path, the footpath is protected by a guardrail. Even now, the students in front of me are heading toward the school gate. There's no one but students from our school on the other side at this time of day. There should be no one but the students. But between the cars rushing by, I feel like I catch a glimpse of someone in white. What? She is there. Dressed in white with golden hair down to her shoulders. Long, slender brows and red eyes. I've seen her only once before, but there's no way I could mistake her for someone else. But that's impossible. I killed her myself yesterday, cutting her into pieces. What? No. Even that's a lie. It's all just a dream. Hisui told me so. No, she didn't say anything of the sort. It's just that I wanted to believe it was a dream. Then it really wasn't a dream. But then, why? Why does she exist as real as anything? The light turns green. The students around me walk towards the other side. I'm the only one amongst them who stands there, stunned. She sits on the guardrail, her legs swinging idly as if she's waiting for someone. I can't tell how long she's been waiting, but her expression isn't a grim one. Who is she waiting for? She fidgets restlessly as if she were waiting for her lover. I have a bad feeling about this. The girl in white looks over in my direction. It's probably nothing more than a coincidence. She's just a stranger who looks like her. She must be waiting for someone else. If not, then this moment must surely be a bad dream too. After all, I completely and utterly killed her with my own hands. But she's looking this way and smiling. Looking very satisfied at having found the person who killed her. Her smile seems to say, "You've finally come." Giving a familiar wave and a smile, she hops off the guardrail. Fluttering her hair, she heads towards me. Don't come. This is a bad dream. The light turns red. Don't come near me. She doesn't even look like she cares, walking straight across the street while the cars pass by. There's only a few meters between us. I'm telling you not to come. The reality before my eyes does not change, even when I scream out. Screaming in a voice that even I don't understand, I run from the girl in white. I run with all my strength. With no regard to embarrassment or shame, I blast through the passers-by, running full speed across the asphalt. My breathing is wild and my heart screams out, but still I run. I feel like I'm going crazy if I don't. I look behind me. The girl in white is walking towards me. She's definitely following me. The girl I've killed is chasing me. That's more than enough reason for me to run. My heart feels like it's about to explode, but I ignore it and keep running. When I look back, the girl is still there. With those light footsteps, she follows me as I run away. My head droops down. My arms feel heavy. My legs feel like they're going to tear off. But despite that, I'm running with all my strength, and yet I can't get away from someone just walking after me. My breathing is out of control. I think I've already run several kilometers, but even so, when I look back, she's always there, walking towards me. Naturally, like she's taking a stroll, she follows right behind me. It's not funny, but I begin to laugh. I can't stop laughing, but even so, I run. My body complains that I'll die if I run any more, but I keep running. The reason is simple. If she catches me, she'll kill me for sure. I ask myself what I base that on, trying to shake it off as mere imagination, but even as I try to console myself, I'm the one who knows best it's true. There's no reason, no basis, no evidence. I already know it as a fact that if she catches up to me, I will be killed. Pathetically, I collapse to the ground. I fall forward, not because I tripped, but because I simply can't move my body a single step further. Lying there collapsed, I somehow manage to crawl my way to the wall. I try to pull myself up against the wall, but it's no good. My knees lose their strength as I try to rise, and I collapse back down. My body won't move anymore. I look up as I breathe. It hurts. I don't have enough oxygen. I can't think properly because of it. I can't even tell what I'm doing anymore. I don't know why I'm doing this. Why? I don't even know why the girl I've killed is alive. Unmistakably, I've utterly and completely killed her in the most final way imaginable. So why? How can she be waiting for me in front of my school? I'm sure I killed her. That's right. I'm sure I killed her. I'm sure I killed her. I'm sure I killed her. I'm sure I killed her, so why?
Oh. Is the chase over already?
With light footsteps, she comes into the alley, shrugging her shoulders in disappointment.
Hello. You really gave me some trouble yesterday.
With a warm smile, she comes into the alley. I've got to run away. Thinking that, I retreat, only to hit my head against a concrete wall.
The chase is already over, right? This is a dead end, after all. There's no need to worry about anyone coming along or interfering.
She smiles, looking very happy. Panicking, I look around at my surroundings. A desolate alley. I'm disgusted at my stupidity. Running away here is like asking her to kill me.
It's been a long time. 18 hours since then. I finally found you.
She takes another step into the alley. You...
What?
I definitely...
Yes. I'm the girl you killed yesterday. I'm glad you remember.
That can't be true. There's no way that can happen. Don't be ridiculous. Dead people can't be alive.
That's true. But there's no need for you to be so surprised. I just revived, that's all.
With that curt response, she takes another step, the sound of it reaching my ears. The distance between us is gradually decreasing. Revived. Stunned, I repeat her phrase back to her. Revived. You mean some doctor saved her with some surgery? Don't be stupid. There's no way any human could revive from being cut apart like that.
Yeah. Then again, I'm not human.
Huh? Her words are so simple, there's no way I could have misinterpreted them. I'm not human. That's what the girl in front of me said. You're not human.
Jeez, isn't that obvious? Do you think there's a human being out there who can revive after being cut into pieces?
There's no way a human like that could exist. Something like that is just a monster who looks human. Something that revives even when killed. Something that death is irrelevant to. Something that quickly returns to normal and starts moving, even after being cut to pieces, isn't something you can call human. No way. That seems to be the girl right before my eyes. I try to laugh, but my throat is so dry I can't. What the heck is that? It's not exactly a funny story. Besides, there's too many things in this story that aren't funny. Because definitely, if she's not human, it explains why she's alive even after I've killed her. I start to calm down. This is a situation where I've got to observe everything and think it over. You said you're not human, so what are you?
Me? I'm called a vampire. To put it in your terms, I'm a monster who lives off human blood.
Ah, good. Vampire is at least something I can easily understand. I see. You're a vampire. She smiles in satisfaction to indicate her assent. What a crazy reply! I've heard that vampires can't walk around during daytime, but I guess that's a trivial matter right now. So, what does this monster want from me? For some reason, she recoils as if surprised. After a moment, she puts her hands on her hips and looks at me irritated.
Have you forgotten what you did to me yesterday? Even though you didn't know me, you cut me apart the moment we met. You've got to be pretty used to this to ask me what I want with you now.
She looks more disgusted than angry, but right now that's how I feel too. Because someone I've killed is complaining to me about me killing her.
Hey, are you listening, murderer?
Yeah, I'm listening. Sorry, could you shut up for just a minute? I'm reflecting on how unlucky this is, even for me. Sheesh. Dude, think about the girl who died! That has to trump your unlucky! I have the worst luck. I beg to differ, this is the luckiest thing that has ever happened to you. There was a girl I wanted to kill for no reason, and I killed her on pure impulse. My memory wasn't clear after that, so I calmed down, thinking it was just a dream, but it turned out to be real. What's more, it turns out the person I've killed isn't even human. I can't help but laugh. But it's not all bad. If the person I killed has come back to life, then that means I haven't actually killed anyone, right? Well, I suppose the fact remains that I killed someone, but she's still alive! And that's something I should honestly be happy about. Yeah. With this, I should be able to get back to living my normal life. A normal school life, just like I did up until now. Well, in exchange, I seem to have been cornered by this strange person, but you might argue it's a heck of a lot better than becoming a murderer. There you go, positive thinking! Okay, I've calmed down. If you've got something to say, I'll listen. Complaints, grudges, whatever. Talk all you want.
Yeah, I've got a whole lot of things to say to you, but you're weird.
I'm just taking everything in right now. You could say I've built up a resistance to weird stuff like this. I don't think it's of much help in this case, though.
Humph.
She stares at me. It isn't malicious. It's strange. I thought that to get someone back when they got you was one of the common laws of the world. That's an awkward sentence, but he's basically talking about payback as common sense. Then she should be trying to kill me, but... What are you staring at? You're here to get revenge, right? Then...
Yeah, I guess I'm supposed to kill you back, in theory. I'll kill you if you really want me to, but otherwise I'll pass for now. It's not very efficient that way.
She stares at me head on.
So, are you sorry?
Eh? I'm stunned for a moment. The things she says are so out of place.
I'm asking you if you're sorry for killing me. I'm thinking about forgiving you if you are, you see. Besides, I get the feeling you're a pretty bad liar for a human.
Sorry, me?
Yep. If you apologize to me, then I'm fine with that.
This is unbelievable. What's so unbelievable? Not that the person I killed is forgiving me, but her voice sounds so kind.
Hey, you have to give an answer when people ask you seriously, you know. Come Come on, hurry up and answer. We can't get on with things until we make it clear whether or not you're sorry.
She is angry. Am I sorry, she asks. That goes without saying. Yeah, I regret it. No matter what the reason is, I did kill someone. Without mercy or reason. I killed just for myself. I do regret the fact that I killed someone. But more importantly, the person I killed was you, and so... It's a lie that it's alright if she's alive. It's a fact that I killed her. It's the ultimate violation. The greatest violence possible. So, you can get your revenge on me. I thought it was only natural you'd be here to get revenge. I hang my head, mumbling like I'm confessing to someone.
I see. You're not a bad person. I don't know how she came to that conclusion, but okay.
She smiles. Despite calling herself a vampire, she has a very honest face. Saber face.
I've decided. I'm going to make you help me.
Eh? Help her? What is she talking about? Hey, what do you mean by helping you?
It's simple. I'm gonna get you to help me deal with the vampire which took root in this town.
Huh? Hold on. I'm getting more and more confused. Dealing with vampires? But you're a...
Oh, no. I am a vampire, but the vampire in this town is a different kind altogether. You live here, don't you? Then you should know about the murders that have been occurring lately, right?
Yeah, quite a few people have been killed already. Hey, wait. I remember now. Come to think of it, all the killer's victims had their blood extracted or something, didn't they? Don't tell me that.
Exactly. Even the news is saying stuff like the work of a vampire, right? It's a funny thing. They obviously know what kind of creature is doing it, but no one is going around trying to vanquish it. That's why I've got no choice but to do it for them.
Wait, but vampires don't exist, he says to the vampire princess.
Humph.
She lowers her brows in annoyance. Oh, that's right. There's an unidentified person standing in front of me claiming to be a vampire herself. Not just claiming, she literally came back to life after you killed her. What more proof do you need, Shiki? I don't really understand, but what you're trying to say is that you're here in this town to exterminate vampires, right?
That's right. But before I could, I was attacked and killed by some unknown killer. Yeah, that really got me. It was a perfect surprise attack, and I was cut into 17 pieces without a chance to do anything.
Ugh. I see. She must mean me. No, I'm sure she's talking about some other killer that did the exact same thing to her yesterday, of course. Shiki, get your head out of the sand.
That's right. Until I was fully recovered like this, I was really planning to kill you, you know? That's the first time anyone's embarrassed me like that. And it took about 80% of my power to fully recover. But more importantly, it really, really hurt. It was so painful I thought I was going to go crazy. However, the pain was so great, it restored my sanity. Do you know what it's like experiencing that over and over for a whole night?
I don't know. Actually, I don't want to know.
So, full of hatred, I went out to look for you. I was so worked up for that, I didn't even care about the vampire, the very reason why I'm here. I knew you were a student, so that's why I waited over there for you.
I don't get it. If you hated me so much, why are you forgiving me?
Let's see. To put it simply, I calmed down after a while. I already used up a lot of power, and I thought that it would be more efficient to use you as a shield than to kill you.
Hold on. You just said something really bad for me.
Did I say something like that?
You said you were going to use me as a shield.
Of course. I already did forgive you, but that's just my personal feelings. You've got to atone for your murder through action, not just emotion, right?
Well, even if you ask me...
What's with you? I can't tell when you're being sincere and when you're not. Let me repeat it again. You killed me. You probably can't imagine it, but it takes a lot of energy to regenerate once you've been killed. Well, actually, it wouldn't be a big deal if you had just killed me, but the way you killed me was something I've never seen before. I couldn't heal the wounds, so I had no choice but to remake my body parts. That's why it took so much energy to revive.
She looks angry. You did kill her, dude. She's being surprisingly forgiving, all things considered. It seems like she's recalling her forgotten anger while she talks.
Anyhow, I'm weak right now. I think I'll be able to recover after 2 nights, but if the enemy attacks before then, I'll be in danger. That's why for now, I'll have you be my shield.
You'll have me do it? What are you doing deciding everything by yourself?
What? This is all your fault to begin with, so isn't that much to be expected? Or are you not sorry after all?
She looks straight at me with honest eyes. This is unfair. Sorry or not, using those eyes is unfair. It's unfair she has such pure eyes like that when she claims she's a vampire. I'm, stuck for an answer. I lift my gaze. Huh? What is it? Something odd is there in the gap between the buildings. Hold on. What's that? I get up and walk. I walk to the middle of the alley and finally realize what it is. A blue-colored bird. A crow, to be precise. Oh, the one from the night. The batty vampire with his familiars. That's not good. A blue crow. That inauspicious thing I saw 2 nights ago.
Oh, man.
The girl murmurs. The crow just stares at us.
Jeez. Thanks to your slowness, you found us.
The girl looks at the entrance to the alley. Found us? Who? I cast my gaze towards the alley entrance. Then I take a step back in shock. Before I knew it, a dog had appeared in the narrow path running into the alley. Ooh. Oh, very cool looking. It has 4 tough legs and a tense neck like steel frame. That form, far removed from that of a human, is one made solely for hunting. It doesn't need to resort to verbal intimidation. Most humans would become nervous just by looking at that kind of hunting beast. As a fellow life form, it inspires awe by its dishearteningly superior athletic ability. A black dog. I start to shake. The black dog looking in our direction isn't small like a stray. As big as a German Shepherd or a Doberman, it just stands there menacing us. The girl says nothing, but looks at the dog with disinterested eyes. Then, suddenly the black dog jumps. No, it's running, but with a speed that makes it seem like it's jumping. I can't do anything. The black dog jumps straight for my throat. I can see it. I can see its black body moving towards me, but I don't even have time to think about dodging it. I feel a shock on my body. Good. I was hit hard from the side. It's not the black dog. It seems the girl pushed me before it could crush my throat. With an easy movement, like someone throwing a ball, she hurls me into the wall using just one hand. With a terrific wham, I fall on my rear. Why, you... What in the world are you doing?
Never mind that. Keep your eyes in front.
The girl yells. I look. Having lost sight of me, its target, the black dog bounds toward the wall. Sticking to the wall like a lizard, it jumps again. It bounces from the wall towards me. The dog's path is like black lightning. It's too fast. I can't react. Nice art. The black dog opens its mouth filled with teeth and saliva. This time it clamps down towards my windpipe. I close my eyes. The dog's teeth sink into my throat. But in that instant, the dog lets out a yelp and releases me. That's impossible. The black dog lets out a scream and leaps straight up. There's nothing there, but nonetheless it flies high into the sky by itself. Just like that, the black dog, after going several meters into the sky, makes a scream and falls back down onto the concrete. No, perhaps more accurately, it was hit into the concrete. What was that?
Jeez, you just made me waste more of my energy.
The girl quietly approaches the black dog. It is crushed against the concrete like a pressed flower.
That's quite a mongrel of a familiar. I suppose it was some kind of scout.
The black dog liquefies into some kind of tar-like substance and is absorbed into the concrete.
It melted. No, maybe it's just dissolving. It can't be, can it? There's no way chaos would be in a place like this.
Heaving a long sigh, she approaches me.
Oh, you don't seem to be hurt, so there's no problem.
She is mumbling something. My throat. I can still feel the dog's teeth sinking into it. Hey, what was that thing?
A familiar of an enemy vampire. You were discovered because you weren't being clear.
Discovered? You mean by that enemy vampire you mentioned?
Yeah, this isn't good. It looks like I really will need you as a shield now.
She says it so casually and with a smile. Stop saying such crazy things, you idiot. You saw me. What do you think I can do? You're a lot better off by yourself.
Not really. With the power I just used to protect you, I really am empty now.
What in the world? I'm grateful she helped me just then, but still. I can't do it. I can't. I don't have the power to drive away something like that. Sorry, but I can't even be a shield.
Liar. You killed me. Why would you lie after doing something like that?
That was something I don't even understand myself. No, look, I can't do it. I'm just a normal human. I can't help you.
Not true. All you have to do is keep watch while I sleep. That's it. You can do that much without any problems, right?
She looks straight at me. Somehow those eyes are making me weaker. I'll cooperate with my vampire princess. No, I won't cooperate. Escape somehow. Yeah, obviously I'm gonna cooperate. Hi, Arcueid. I am so happy to be in your camp right now. For some reason, I can't decline. I did kill her, after all. It's my fault she's weak and has to ask others for help. It is my responsibility. Besides, although I've known her for a little while, she doesn't seem like a bad person.
So, how about it? Can't a human like you cooperate with a vampire like me?
Well, that would be the obvious answer, but... don't look at me with those eyes. Why is it... It's making me feel overcome with guilt and unable to refuse. I know, she's just so cute! But now that I've gotten myself into this mess, I won't be able to sleep at night if I just deny all responsibility. Man, I just know I'm gonna regret this. So, yeah. I think I could probably do it. The enemy's the serial killer, right? As a resident of this town, I'd probably be struck with some kind of divine punishment if I refused to help you.
Eh? You mean?
I'm not gonna be your shield, but if it's just being your lookout, I'll do it. I feel disgusted at how stupid I am as soon as those words are out of my mouth. I feel disgusted, but...
Oh!
There's something about her deeply shocked expression that's...
Wow! Are you serious? I'm really a vampire, you know.
Hey, listen. Why are you saying all this now after you've threatened me so much?
That's true, but... Well, whatever. If you're gonna cooperate with me, then I should be grateful.
With a very happy expression on her face, she approaches me as I lie there in my rear up against the wall.
Our contract is established.
She extends her hand towards me.
I guess I can finally introduce myself now. I'm Arcueid. My last name is really long, so just Arcueid is fine for now. I'm a true ancestor-type vampire. How about you?
I heave a heavy sigh at her unprecedented introduction. It's a sigh of resignation, evidence I've decided to accept this nonsensical situation. I'm Shiki. Sadly, I'm just your everyday student. I've said it before, but I'm really not going to be much use. Grasping her Arcueid's hand, I stand up. She takes a long, hard look at me, and then offers me her hand again.
Nice to meet you, Shiki. I'll have you take responsibility for killing me.
Arcueid grins as she extends her left hand. There are all sorts of responsibilities in this world, but this is probably the first and last time someone takes responsibility by helping someone they've killed. Dang it, this is seriously messed up. But there's nothing else I can do. I grudgingly extend my left hand and shake hands with the woman in white, claiming to be a vampire.
This is a pretty nice room. Well, looks like we went back to Arcueid's place or somewhere where we're checking out a bedroom. And we'll have to save that for next time. Thanks so much for joining me. Hope you have a good one. Bye!